Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to make this mesh scarf. I had somebody ask me if I could make a scarf using the thick mesh stitch, and I don't know if you've ever used the thick mesh stitch, but it's a diagonal stitch. So because of this reason, if you were trying to make a scarf, it would automatically start going to the side. So it really can't be done with the thick crochet mesh style, but this is similar. It's a double crochet mesh, and it's just done a little differently, but it looks a lot the same. It looks a lot like the other, but not quite. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to make this. All you need for this project is a 5mm hook and some warshed weight yarn. You can use 10 ply for Australia, which is 4 ply for the US, or you can use 8 ply for Australia and 3 ply for the US. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be warshed weight, medium weight. It can also be smaller. So what you need, move this out of the way here. So you want to grab your 5mm hook or size H hook, and you want to make your slip knot a little farther down than close to the end. That way you can work this tail in with the tapestry needle once you get your scarf going. And you want to chain 22. 3, 4, 5. I have my 22 chains. And now you want to double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So there's my second chain from the hook. I'm going to double crochet into this stitch. And now double crochet in each stitch of your chain. And at the end of this row, you should have a total of 21 stitches. So just keep on double crocheting, and I will see you back here in a moment. Okay, just got my first row done. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, and I want to single crochet into the first stitch, and then chain 1. Then you want to skip a stitch, and then in the next stitch do a double crochet, and then chain 1. And then again you want to skip a stitch, go into the next and do a double crochet and chain 1. And you're going to repeat this for the to the very last stitch. So repeat it until you get to the very last stitch. So skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1. And I'll see you when you get back here to your last stitch. Okay, now I have my next where I skip one and I need to work one in the last one. And what you want to do from here on out is always single crochet in the very last stitch and in the very beginning stitch. So this is the ending stitch, and what I do is single crochet and chain 1 and turn. So again, very first stitch and very last stitch, you want to do a single crochet and chain 1. Now for this round, we're going to be working in these skipped stitches from last row, and we're going to be putting a double crochet in those stitches. So go into the first stitch that you skipped, 1 row down, and do a double crochet and chain 1. Then move over to your next skip stitch from last row, put a double crochet in there and chain 1. Keep repeating, just working. From now on, we're only going to be working in this middle section at least of the scarf. We're always going to be working in the skipped stitches from 1 row down. The only stitches you don't do 1 row down is the very last stitch of the round. It's always going to be right into that same stitch you did the previous round. The rest of them will be skipping. So I'm going to the last one, and you should have 10 of these double crochets. So let's count 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. It's always important to count, especially if you're not sure if this is your end stitch or if you need to go down and do another one. Always count and make sure you have 10. And the last one can be hard to see because you have a single crochet here. But see, there it is right here. So we'll come to the last stitch. So again, you want to single crochet in the last row's single crochet and chain 1 and turn. And again, we're beginning a round. So single crochet and chain 1. Now again, we're going to be working with the skipped stitches from the previous round, and you can count starting from this side because you know for sure this is the last stitch of the round. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you know that this is the first stitch that you need to do. Something you can do if you're not sure where do you begin. This first one is kind of difficult to see. Sometimes it's kind of hiding, but if you just find the stitch here, which is looks like it's a single crochet, you want to go in to that stitch and do a double crochet. And then you go into the next. See, again, it looks like a single crochet, but it's just because it's been pushed down. And you've got what looks like 2 of the stitches here, and it's hard to see, but you can either go under both of those like this, or this is what I usually do, is I will go in between them and grab this little piece of yarn that's on this side, and then those will be the 2 stitches that I'll use. And you want to double crochet and chain 1, and again I'll show you again. See how it looks like there's an opening here, like between 2 stitches? Just put it right in there, and you can pick up a stitch on the other side. Just make sure you have 2 loops to make a strong connection. And then just continue to double crochet and chain 1, working into the stitches. If you don't know for sure if you've caught both of them, then check. You definitely want to make sure that you have a strong connection. Don't just go through 1 loop, go through 2 loops. Because it's important, because you also want it to be pushed down like this. And if it's got just 1 loop, it's not going to be pushed down. It'll be a lot more freer, a lot more looser. So I'm coming to the end. Count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have my 10 double crochets from my row. So my very last stitch, I'm going to go in there and single crochet and chain 1, and then turn my work. Again, first stitch, single crochet, chain 1. And now again, this first stitch can be difficult. It looks like you have 2 stitches here. Always favor this one. Always go to the left one. So I'm going to get my yarn over, get my yarn here, and I'm going to go into this stitch that's the closest to my double crochet from last round. Then the rest should be easy to see. Again, I'm going in through that stitch. And that's it. The beginning and ending of the rows. See, like this one here, I just went in that stitch and I only have 1 loop, so I didn't get it both. The other stitch I'm looking for is this. I'm going to try to show you. Is here. So when I go in through, I have to go a little over to pick that one up. Like I said, you don't have to do it that way. You can go in using these 2, but I just think it just is easier to go into those two. But if it's not for you, it's fine, as long as you grab 2 loops for that strong connection. And that's it. Always remember at the end of a row that you want to do a single crochet and chain 1, and you want to begin every row single crochet, chain 1. And you just continue to do that back and forth until you have your desired length. And then I can show you how to end your scarf here. So I'm going to get to the end of the row and pretend like I've got it as long as I want. My last stitch here, then I'm going to single crochet. Okay, say that I'm done and I want to finish off my scarf. What you do is you chain 1 and you turn and you do a single crochet in the first single crochet and chain 1, and then every stitch that you were going in before, you'll be going into it again. Only difference is instead of double crochet, you'll be single crocheting. So I'm going to be using the same stitches as I was before, except instead of double crochet, I'm going to be single crochet, chain 1. Single crochet, chain 1. That's the only difference between this last round. Single crochet and chain 1. And what you're doing is you're closing these holes here. See? I'm closing it up tight so where there won't be any holes on the end of your scarf. Okay, I'm coming to my last stitch here. And I have 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 stitches. So now I want to chain 1, which I did already, and turn. And we began our scarf using double crochets, so just to make it look even, we want to end this round with double crochets. So I'm going to go into my first stitch and do a double crochet. And we won't be chaining 1 this time, we're just going to keep going into each stitch. So because we're going into each stitch, there's no need to chain 1 because we're not skipping any. Just want to make sure you go into every single stitch. When I get done, I'll count my stitches and let you know how many stitches I have. Okay, I just got done, and I have 21 double crochets here in my beginning, but here I have 22. So I somehow got a new one. One stitch at the end is not going to make so much of a difference, but if you want it to end the same, you can go in and go in through one stitch like this, yarn over, go in through one stitch, and then go into the next stitch, and then do a decrease, double crochet decrease. And there you go. That way if it's kind of going out to the sides or something, then that's how you can fix it. But I don't think one stitch is going to make so much of a difference. But that's it. That is how you make this mesh scarf, and it looks awesome if you use variegated colors, because you're always going to be working one row down, so it's really going to blend well. And that's it. That's been the tutorial. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please don't forget to like and share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.